Good, excuse me, good afternoon everybody. Start out. How are you? How you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Back to it, the farming sim. I would say multiplayer, but I'm on my own again today. So as I say, it is what it is. Right, let me just put some diesel into this. Have my coffee. So I've got some workers going off to their allocated jobs. I need to mow my lawns. Which is exactly where I'm off to right now, down to my place to mow a couple of lawns. When I say a couple, I mean just the one field. No, I don't need that up. Oh, hang on, that's there we go. So being that it's my own farm, I decided that we don't use any hard workers for it. Not yet. I might change my mind a bit later, we'll see. Let's go and keep it a bit quieter in here. So yes, this Patrio's fairly under the weather because Smudo's still away doing what he needs to do. And I'm too lazy to bother to change the tags, as in get rid of the multiplier one. So what we do is we'll stick to 1 speed as we do when we're working on our own farms. And I'm going to stick the grass straight into the hay dryer and silage. So I'm going to split them because I know they've got a huge capacity. I know this because I was the one that put the capacity into them. Changed it on the XML, so I think they're 1 million each or something. That's right, I'm a go big or go home kind of person. So we'll get this to the field and then I'll go off and I'll go round and see if the workers are ready for their instructions. At some stage too. Actually I should auto drive around everywhere, and while I'm auto driving I should organise the course play courses into folders. Which is my want to do. We're setting them up as each field, folder for each field. Oh, there's no point doing it now. If I go here it'll stop driving. So we've had another course play update, some MP fixes or something. I'm getting rid of some old code or something along the lines. Actually what I did as I normally, well actually I don't normally do it. I did it this time. I think occasionally I do this. Very rare, but I went to the Courseplay GitHub site and I went down until I saw the latest update. Because every file in Courseplay has an update on it. Well, update date on it. I let you know what date it was updated, which is handy. Then you can read what it is, and normally I go down and I check every single one of them to when I last. I did turn the right way, didn't I? No, not really. Never mind, I own this. I can drive wherever I like. Yeah, I go down and see if I can find when it was last updated, and it doesn't actually give an actual date. It says like 2 days ago, 2 hours ago, or something like that. So the first one I came across was said delete old code, removed old code, made some MP adjustments or something like that. I went, no, that's enough for me to know to definitely want to download it, because some updates I don't bother with. These updates just the translations. And I have no interest in that, because I get it in English as it is, and they don't need to update that. That's been going for quite a while. Alright, the swath should be fine. Let's expand it out and let's do and I'm going to do inverted fingers here, not that you can see it, a call to our employees and give them their instructions. First one is an employee can come down here and take this home. That's number one. Number two, he's all ready to go. He's not, however. I get the feeling if I just... Well, I was thinking if I just detach the header, he might end up driving into it, but I mean, he's stopped away from the header. 2 seconds, mate. Just let me do my turns. A little bit of a crop won't hurt it. Alright, field number 2. The swathing should be turned off, I would hope. Here we go. I think that'll be far enough. Right, let's get a course generated for this. Actually, maybe I should check. Where's me folders? Where's all my folders gone? I had done some folders. Where they all gone? They should be here. Auto drive, there's one folder which is the auto drive. Huh. Okay. That is weird. I had something else that just... Oh, was that... maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I think you find that's 3.7 there, mate. So, field 2, 2 head-in passes. We'll go with the 3, being that we're one on here. Everything else looks pretty good. Let's generate the course. Let's save the course. F2 harvest. And just out of curiosity, field 02. Actually, that's what I wanted to do. I should have done that. Let me, hang on, where is it? Field 2 harvest, let me delete that. And resave it as field O2 harvest. Save it. Right, let's add that to field 2 harvest. Move to folder, and it should be in there. So I don't know where the rest of my one's gone, but we lost last week. I had an update, was it last week? Maybe the week before, but I had an update for Courseplay. And I came in and the courses we had saved the previous game had disappeared. So, it might have happened to the folders as well. Make sure this is not on. Thank you. Right, you're next, Sunshine. Let's take you over to the nice ploughed field there and set you up with the header. And then get some harvesting done. Both fields are barley, both fields are going to the warehouse. Not going to worry about the corner because the Courseplay should get it. I'm just not going to drive on the crop. It's the only reason I'm doing this. Right, that should be ample room. Let's generate a course. We on 77. We'll do 3 headland passes for this one, and same again. 13.7. Turn 3%. Everything's all good. Generate course. Move it on back. Field 77 harvest. I should actually start checking to make sure we don't have one already done. We'll save that and we'll get you going. What you got your pipe out for? You're not ready to... Had to think about that, didn't he? Alright, next. Some fertilisation. Field 9. Let's get the wings out. Now I've got to be particular about where we start these courses for these ones. The harvesters not so much, but definitely the other equipment for when we get to the point that we've got these saved and we can get auto drive and Courseplay to do the same thing. I'll do it all for us, drive here and then automatically start. So course generation for this one, field number 9. 2 headland passes should be fine. We'll go with 3%. We'll auto check that. 36. There we go. Everything's good. Turn headland. Blah 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 blah. And away we go. And we'll back that up. And we won't back it up because you haven't got. There we go. No, you've got the handbrake on. Let's turn the handbrake off. Alright, we're on field 9. Actually, once again, I should check field 9 ploughing. F09 Fert. Drive away, Sunshine. Next is you, good sir. Perfect. Let's get the wings out again on this one. Field 77. Now that's where we are. No, that's where we're harvesting. Alright, we'll come here. Alright, course generation. Field, what are we on? That one there. Headland passes 2. 3%. Auto generate. and back. Make sure we start at the first waypoint and save it. F30, F30, FERT, and drive course. And yep, the ploughing job, next one. So we turn around, open it up. Make sure we're on work mode. Kill that, and course generation, auto, field 15. We'll go 4 headland passes with this one. Once again, everything's all good. Generate course. Go back, reverse up. And start up first waypoint. Save this. No, we won't, because you don't know what field you're on. 15. Save this. Field 15. Plough. Save it. Drive it. And I could pretty much run over to the big M. So I haven't got my super speed on, but I mean, at the moment, it doesn't really matter. It's the main reason I have my fast running speed on is because of 5 times speed. 1 time speed's not going to matter. I'm pretty sure that's all of them got up and going. Too bad if it isn't. So now what I want to do is save the game, apparently. Well done. Go into here and go into my farm. Let's mow my field. Yeah, interested to see how much of this I get out of it. Of course I'm going to need to fertilise it once I've picked everything up off the ground. How far is it going to let me go out? I'm just going to go out here and get as much of the grass as I can, for it says you don't own this field. Which it ain't saying that, it's just... What is this in my field? How far are you going to let me go? Quite a ways? Nice. Doesn't look like I've got any grass on my field down there, does it? Now the question is, with FS22 coming out, with all the changes they've done with the new graphical engine, are we going to have better draw distance in it? That's what I really want to know. How good is the draw distance going to be? Is it going to account for better graphics cards and all that kind of stuff, give you more options? There was a way to change it in XML. I tried it once. I found a YouTube video on how to do it and I tried it and it wouldn't start. Technically my card should have managed it, not a problem, but yeah. It just didn't look like the idea at all. What if the power poles have collisions? that answers that question. A bit of a crossover. I'm just going to do 2 headlands. Hopefully it'll be enough to give me some turning space. I think I'll go up and down, doing up and down. I will set a GPS, so no doubt I'll be going over a bit I've already done, but at least I'll get some nice straight lines for the most part, and yeah, up and down, because it gets a bit longer. This is obviously the short end of the field this way, and definitely longer than going this way. But yeah, I'm really interested to know how much grass I get out of this field. Maybe, I think this is the bigger of the 2 that I own. I'm going to have quite a bit of straw off 13, I would imagine, and wheat, more than I'll need. More than I'll probably ever need for the moment, so there's always the option to halve that field up, or sort of make a 1/4 to 3/4 size fields there out of the 13, and just make a little bit more grass if I need to. My driving's fantastic, isn't it? Hey, expert driver there. Oh, done it again. I'll blame me drinking my coffee and breathing into it, and it steams up my glasses. Can you believe that? I hope you do. Please do. Just a little concerned how quick I'm going to get through. This is fully fertilised too, so I should get a good amount out of it, but it is going to be interesting because I don't know the growth rate for the grass, how often it grows. Being this map has an all year round growth cycle with seasons, I don't know what the growth rate is. Now, I did a Western Australia full times when that came out. I did a geo myself for that, and I adjusted the grass growth, because grass grows quicker in hot environments. I mean, ideally what I would have loved to have done, hang on, let's set up a straight line the best I can here. I think that should do it. It is at 1 degree, right. Make sure it's reset the GPS and set it. Ideally what I would have loved to do with that geo was have it grow really fast in spring, really fast in the last part of autumn, and normal like you normally get on here during the winter time, but in the summertime have it dry out, because obviously in Western Australia summertime temperatures quite hot, and at a certain point grass obviously dies off, goes a bit brown, and then stops growing. And I would have loved to have done that with that geo somehow, but I'm not that good at it. I would have loved to have all year round growing, but I couldn't do that because I copied the geo originally from the 17 ones, but they had changed since it's FS19, and I waited for a 19 one to come out, and then copied how they did the coding and stuff for that. And basically, which is actually the coding from the Seasons mod itself, I copied. So I didn't actually wait, I just went into the seasons mod and then checked out their standard geo that they use with seasons. And at the end of the year, well, it was really hard to figure out because they don't have months and stuff. They have numbers, and trying to figure out what number and all that. They really went into it this time compared to the 17, not FS17 geos. A lot more information, and because there was a Western Australia geo for 17, which is what I originally tried to copy off for all the temperatures and stuff, and the way the temperatures and the rain and the weather was done was totally different in 19 compared to that. So I copied that, and at the end of the year they have basically a reset type deal. And because of that, the grass wouldn't grow. I couldn't get the grass to go, but there is a way to do it. I saw some people be able to have a continual growth. So I think what they did is they split them up, the seasons, into sections of 2 or 3, and yeah, what they did is they didn't add the last section. Actually, I think they did. No, they did early spring. Late winter, early spring to mid-spring, and late spring or something. They would cross over at some stage, but they left one off, and that's when they had the reset thing. But I've seen someone add an extra one, and so you had the whole 12 months in there instead of 11, which is essentially what they did, or 11 and a half, whatever it was. Is this going to be enough grass to keep me old cows happy? Now, I think last week we fed them, and I have to say it's quite lonely at the moment without Patrio. Hasn't been the same without Smudo around. It's been good having Patrio, but yeah, Patrio being sick today, it's just not the same doing this on your own. Also, what's interesting is I've lost my vehicle inspector, so I don't know what my fellas, my workers are up to, my employees. Where's that got to? I've had that happen once before. Let's go in cab. That is interesting. Oh, actually, I know why now. Because I'm in my farm and they're working for the others. I think it's per farm that'll show up. So I wouldn't know if one of them's stuck currently or... given up and gone home. No idea. Now it looks like I've got the automatic turnaround on this. When I go to reverse, it automatically looks behind, which is part of the same mod that's got this GPS. So yeah, we'll cut this all down, then we'll go down, I'll drive this down to my farm, and then from there I will send it back off to the back to the boo. I'm just adjusting my armrests. It'd be nice to be able to get rid of those things. And then we'll come back and I've got a loader from work. I borrowed it from work, and we'll pick up all the grass and then we'll take down and see how much of it we can get into the hay dryer and the silage mixer, and whether or not it was a waste of time buying that hay loft for the grass. I've also, as much as I like using this Big M, I've actually sort of in half a mind, hang on, was I not? Yeah, I was. In selling this and getting the other Big M's, the smaller ones, because we're just sort of tearing through this one, and then it's almost no need to have it. Other ones, extra ones, or that many, and the whole point is to build a big fleet, isn't it? So I mean, it's cutting, going uphill, it's cutting at 22k. I don't think I adjusted the speed for this a little too quick. I think, maybe, I don't know. So I might get some Stevie ones, we'll put it down to the size, the speed possible with the variable speed thing, mod. And as we know with Stevie ones, and well, you might not know, you're about to find out though, because I'm about to tell you. Trying to get equal height in the armrests. It's all up way too high, and then I put it down too low and they weren't even. Yeah, even when you put the variable speed down to, it comes up standard, because it's standard for Stevie's mods, not standard for the usual speed you get with the mod hub ones, or the vanilla ones. And if you put them right down to the lowest speed you can, it's still higher than the vanilla standard speed, which I'm fine with. It's fine. A small price to pay, so we can have the colour options for the implements and vehicles and whatnot. Geez, that's low, scarily low. Yeah, I mean, we can just say that we've got a really good mechanic who knows how to get the best out of our machines. We could just say, I just did say. So yeah, we will say, we have said, it's been said, told, put in the book, written down in the minutes, filed away. Rubber stamped. Anything else I can think of? Just trying to kill time in talking. It would help if I was had my old interests, amount of interests as I used to have before I got sort of burnt out by this game. That way I could talk about a lot to do with this game, because I kept up with everything. Now I can't be bothered. Hopefully with FS22, possibly. I've also had a little thought, I don't know what, I don't know if I will or not, but I was thinking about maybe for YouTube, even though I said I'll never actually do YouTube videos, never say never, right? Possibly start up, whether or not I'll do it on my channel for my streams or a second channel, but just doing reviews of the mods for FS22 as they come out, and maps.